an Atlanta criminal crew consisting of former Navy SEALs Michael Atwood and Russell Welch, Russell's ex-cop brother Gabe, and corrupt APD detectives Marcus Belmont and Franco Rodriguez, rob a bank to retrieve a safe deposit box, which contains information that could overturn the recent conviction of a Jewish-Russian mafia boss. When Michael brings the safe deposit box to the boss's wife, Irina, she withholds their reward money and gives Michael and his crew another mission, which involves breaking into a DHS office and stealing more data on her husband. To convince them to take the job, the mafia tortures and then dumps a mortally wounded Russell off in front of the crew, forcing Michael to mercy kill Russell in front of them. The group decides to go forward with the job, and Marcus and Franco suggest a 999 scenario, which involves an officer down call that sends all of the police to the location of the incident, with Marcus nominating his new partner, Chris Allen, a Marine veteran, as the cop to be killed. Marcus tries to befriend Chris as they go out on calls together. During one call, Chris attempts to question a local gang member, Luis Pinto, about a gang-related homicide, only for Luis to attack Chris before being detained. Chris's uncle, Jeffrey Allen, a detective in the police working on the bank robbery case, gets a lead and discovers that Gabe is involved in the bank robbery. Gabe, still grieving over his brother, tries to stop the heist from happening by following Chris and Marcus around and telling Chris, but is stopped by both Michael and Jeffrey. On the day of the heist, Marcus takes Chris to an abandoned housing project to meet an informant with information on their homicide case. As they walk around the building, Marcus slips away, and Luis comes in and tries to find Chris. Chris bumps into Gabe, who tries to warn him that he is going to die. Luis then charges in and tries to shoot Chris but hits Gabe. As Luis runs away, Chris confronts a critically wounded Gabe. Before Gabe can say anything, Marcus comes in, triggering a shootout between the two. Gabe is killed, and Marcus is shot in the head. Fearing Marcus is dead, Chris makes the 999 call. Thinking his nephew is the officer down, Jeffrey rushes to the scene. Meanwhile, Michael and Franco break into the office and steal the information. In the aftermath, Marcus survives but is in critical condition. Michael meets with Irina for the exchange. He has a gift for his son to give to him upon their reunion. Irina gives him the money but does not bring Michael's son as she had promised earlier. Michael and Irina were earlier revealed to have a family relationship. The mother of Michael's son is Irina's sister. Nonetheless, Irina refers to Michael as a monkey. After being beaten, Michael walks back to his car and triggers a bomb that was wired into his gift, killing Irina. As he drives away, Michael is pulled over by Franco, who kills him and steals the money. After investigating Luis's belongings at the morgue, Chris finds a note in Luis's wallet, which contains the location where Marcus took him the day of the shooting. Chris later finds out that Marcus met Luis on the day of the shooting, letting him know where to kill Chris. Angered, Chris visits an unconscious Marcus to try to get answers but is interrupted by Franco, who invites Chris back to the station to get his account of the shooting. As the two head to the car, Chris receives a call from Jeffrey, who tells him that Franco has been cleaning the house and that he might be next. Chris stops and tells Franco that he'll meet him at the station. Franco, realizing Chris has been tipped off his involvement, agrees to meet Chris there. As the two head out to their respective cars, Jeffrey is seen in the back seat of Franco's car, and they both shoot each other when Franco takes a seat in his car. Franco is killed, and Jeffrey is shot in the abdomen. As Chris makes a 999 call, Jeffrey calmly pulls a joint and smokes it, leaving his fate unknown.